Now boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this Inter Milan career mode here on FIFA 22. Now, it's not all doom and gloom, right? It's just not all doom and gloom, okay? The last episode did not go our way. It didn't, all right? We got knocked out in both cups. The treble was gone. The dreams were crushed. All our hopes were ruined. But it wasn't the end of the world because we can still win the league. And that is exactly what we're going to try and do in this episode. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the end of season or not. I'm going to play it by ear and see how we go, but there's only a few big teams here left to play. Really, in reality, there is only Napoli and Juve of the bigger sides left to play. So I think we can really get away with just playing 3 games in this episode and actually finishing this season. And yes, there will be another season of the Inter Milan career mode. I've now chosen what career mode I'm going to do after Inter Milan, but there's going to be a heavy focus on Salford after we do the next season. As you'll all be aware, if you're watching the channel, I just can't pump the videos out as much and as consistently as possible with the way work is at the moment. And the load at work has been far more than what I expected it to be. So this week might be a 4 video week, and next week then could be a 3 video week, and then the week after a 5 video week. It's just in that situation at the moment. So I'm going to keep pumping out content as often as humanly possible that I can. I know after the summer that work will calm down a little bit more, that we'll have more staff there, and it'll be a little bit easier for me to get videos out, because I won't be working the amount of hours I'm currently working. But that's enough of that. If you're new, smash the sub button. We're going to need transfers, boys. We're going to need feedback. I'm going to need players that you think we should be signing in this Inter Milan squad to take us potentially to the next level, to winning the Champions League. I'm not too upset about it, right? Because we took on Chelsea. It was an extremely difficult tie to take on Chelsea. It wasn't that long ago since they won the Champions League, so we have to bear that in mind. We got a really rough draw there to say it was the round of 16. The board, though, at this stage aren't necessarily too happy with me, so if I do get sacked, then, you know, because EA's got a habit of that, then we get sacked. And we're going to kick it off playing against Napoli. You can see here we're top of the league. The Pai is actually top goal scorer. I'm going to play the Napoli game, see how I find it, see how I feel, but we might start to tweak the tactics a little bit because we were having a bit of a struggle last time out. So this will be the squad to take on Napoli. We're top, they're third, and there is a 5-point gap, and we need to make sure that we win these kind of games. They've got an extremely strong squad, especially with Victor Osimhen up top. This isn't going to be easy. I think there might be a little bit of space, and Dubele is going to be interesting to see what he does. This, of course, is our starting 11. This is a very familiar starting 11, basically as strong as we can get at this current moment in time. We do need Lautaro Martinez to start bagging the goals again. I have to hope as well that our defense is just not as leaky in this game as the last episode. Like, we had a lot of problems defensively, considering we've got one of the better defenses in the league this season. We had a lot of issues with our backline last time out. The goals were flying in thick and fast for both Chelsea and Atalanta. Now, hopefully, Napoli aren't going to have the same effect. This is a real rough run of games, to be fair, for us. But when you're a team like us who want to compete in all avenues, we need to make sure that we've got the squad depth. And I felt like our team this year was pretty strong. Decent squad depth as well. Good youngsters. A lot of youngsters, to be fair, that won't be used to playing. It's such a big spotlight. Oh, my God. Napoli nearly making it 1-0 instantly. Then Anana nearly playing himself into trouble. I do not like that. Barella now has got a big goal against Chelsea. It's a good ball in from Gravenberch. I don't think Damsgaard was offside. No, he wasn't. Dumfries then back across to Depay. And that will be 1-0 into Milan. And that will be Memphis Depay again. He's been a dream signing for us since he came to the club. He's been unbelievable, and his goal-scoring record proves it. That'll definitely help us in the league, and definitely help Memphis Depay in the goal-scoring chart. Gravenberch brings that one out to Damsgaard. And then Damsgaard, back across. Lautaro Martinez, touch, shot. Oh, saved by Espina. He's just, I don't know, he's just not as sharp as he was earlier in the season. The injury really must have taken it out of him. Memphis Depay now. What can he do? We've found ourselves in a relatively decent position, but without anyone to play the ball to, it's always going to be difficult there for Memphis Depay. That was dangerous. I'll have the free kick, ref. Hopefully, Denzel Dumfries is all right. It does look like he's picked up an injury, which is big. I am actually going to bring him off instantly. I don't want to risk him. We've got Juve coming up soon. And we do have Berardi on the bench, who can Well, he can do some damage if need be. Is this going to be my first free kick goal? I really do hope it is. I'm going to put the ball in about there. I'm going to do that. And then we're going to green it. We're not going to green it. I didn't press it in time. That is my fault. Oh, that's a good ball forward. Victor Osimhen. And then Fabian absolutely scuffs at it. Oh, that's lovely from Gravenberch. Lautaro. Skip. Damsgaard. Back across. Berardi now. Good position for Berardi. What a goal from Berardi. And that will be 2-0. And things are getting a little bit more comfortable now. Thanks to that Berardi goal, comfortable at half-time is what I would say. We've still got a really big, important second half. Let's be honest. Teams can tear this back line apart. I don't know why. They just can. They've caused me a lot of problems with the balls out wide because they got so much pace. So hopefully we can have a little bit more of the same in the second half. I'd love a third goal, to be honest. But that will be easier said than done. Now, we do have a break before the Juve game, so there's no rush to get players off the pitch. I think there's like a week's break in between. I don't know why, for what reason, but I think there's like a week's break in between. So we don't particularly have to rush to get our boys off the pitch. We can keep Lautaro. We can keep Memphis on the pitch. Oh, my God. That's a great ball. Lautaro! Oh, he's back in the goals, and we get our third. What a superb pass from Memphis Depay. Well, we've really found our feet now, haven't we? Damsgaard now. Going to try and whip that one into Barella. And oh, my God, what a save. Barella maybe should have just had 2 goals there back to back. Well, Napoli don't seem very sharp at the moment. I'm going to be honest with you. What a ball in behind that is to Berardi. Berardi! What a save. Espina! It will go in the end. Very unlucky because it was a good save. But Memphis Depay make it 4-0. And Napoli really is starting to come undone now. But Memphis is in here for his hat-trick. And we're going for the chip again. He's not going to get his hat-trick. He's definitely not going to get his hat-trick like that. I do want to take some players off the pitch, to be honest with you. Oh, Memphis is going to get that back, though. And then Lautaro might play the ball in for Memphis to get his hat-trick. He's going to come off the pitch. Napoli have absolutely collapsed. But Memphis Depay has a hat-trick. The game is over, but Napoli can still get a little bit of pride back if they can find the back of the net. But Luke Shaw is offside there. I must admit, I think since I've started playing FIFA a little bit more, obviously, I took like that 2-week break from playing. I'm starting to feel more comfortable with the game again. The gameplay is still a little bit funky since the updates, but I'm definitely starting to get more comfortable. I couldn't have seen me winning 5-0 after that 2-week break, but this is definitely a decent performance from me and from the boys on the pitch as well, to be fair. And Dzeko there, Ravella's going to have space, and Ravella, if he's clever, he's going to find Lautaro Martinez for 6. It will not be. Did the keeper save it? If he did, it's a fantastic save. It seemed like it was only inches. What a save that is. Finally over for Napoli, though. They are going to lose this one 5-0. Memphis Depay is the hat-trick hero. He will be collecting the ball. He's been absolutely brilliant in this series so far. I'm really glad he was suggested because it just didn't really work for us when we used him at Barcelona. For whatever reason, just did not really work for us. But here at Inter Milan, he's been fire. That should definitely put us in good standing and in good stead here for the league. But we do have to take on Juve now. Worryingly, Denzel Dumfries is going to be out for 3 months. That's massive. That's really something we could do without. Here we go then. Massive game. Biggest game of the season potentially. AC Milan in between the time simming forward have won their games. They've played a game more than us now. So the gap has been closed to only 3 points. This is massively important that we get a good result in this one. Juve is 6th. They've been awful this entire save. They've genuinely been awful this entire save. So there shouldn't be too much to worry about. But they'll probably turn it on against us. They're very, very mixed up. Very, very mixed up. Starting 11. This is our starting 11. It's pretty much as you'd expect. I've opted with Thuram today for his physicality. Berardi comes into the team, of course, that injury to Denzel Dumfries. And Skip and Gravenberch have just kind of become the usual central midfielders for us now. We could do with another CDM maybe next season, but Skip has been brilliant. And it's no surprise to see Depay, Martinez and Barella up top, and then Skriniar, Bastoni and Bremer today in the back line. And this, without a doubt, would be the biggest 3 points of the season. It just would be, because this kind of wins us the title. I know it doesn't, but it kind of does. The end run of games now really are all sides we should beat. We are going to sim the majority of them, but they're all teams that we definitely should be beating, especially with the squad we've got. And I would expect us to win, and maybe even comfortably. So this could be the only stumbling block to allow AC Milan, our arch rivals, an advantage to get back in the title race. Another hat-trick from Memphis Depay today would not go amiss. Now, if they're going to give us a lot of space out wide, that would be lovely, because Berardi, well, he had some game last time out, didn't he? Lautaro Martinez there, pops that into Thuram. I thought I had the beating of De Ligt. If it hadn't have been De Ligt, I probably did have the beating of him there, but he's such a good tackler on FIFA. I didn't really stand a chance. Probably going to look for that ball in, right? It's weird seeing him on the wing. I had such a fun time using McKinney as well. Like, there's no doubt about that. I had such a fun time in that Barcelona save using him. Early Juve corner. It's well whipped in towards Vlahovic. He's the danger man, obviously, in this game. And I was a little bit worried, though. Not going to lie. It was a really good ball. Barella now. That is not the pass. It's ended up hitting Gravenberch. The pass I was looking for there, obviously, was Memphis Depay. And now we're going to be caught out of position a little bit, which is not ideal for us. In fact, it's massively frustrating. Coates there. Bostic. Don't let him get it in. He's got it in. Locatelli, McKinney. Well, I think now they've had a ball block off their own player. And I'm rushing things here. That's what I've noticed so far. I'm rushing things because I'm feeling like we need to score on the break. We need to score when it's wide open, but that's probably not the case, to be honest with you. We need to just stay a little bit calmer. Hope that Juve make a mistake or two. Gravenberch now finds Lautaro. He's going to pump that one out wide to Berardi. Berardi's ball in was very good again. If that's not De Ligt, that's maybe a goal. Memphis Depay now on the turn. Oh my God, what a goal that would have been. Because Szczesny's in net, so today it's going to be extremely difficult to score. He is, without a doubt, one of the most frustrating goalkeepers to try and score past. He just is. Espina was frustrating in that last game. Gravenberch, I thought we were in again. We'll take another corner. But Szczesny is just an absolute nightmare. I'm going to do the run near post again. I feel like it gives us a little bit of space for that ball in there to Lautaro Martinez. Now, if we had handballs on for in the box, would have been a handball there. Bit of a skip now. Out wide to Thuram. That was a beautiful ball. Memphis Depay. That's a great ball in. How has that not found the back of the net? How has Szczesny saved that? I was convinced that that was going to be 1-0. The pressure has been great from us. We're kind of penning Juve back now, which is what they were doing to me earlier. Gravenberch's ball there to Berardi is fantastic. Berardi's ball in isn't too bad either. It's De Ligt again in that position. Memphis Depay on the turn. Oh, my God. Szczesny saves it again. I do not know what we've got to do to beat him. I really don't. He needs to go off injured. The Rune doing very well there. He needs to go off injured. I think that's the only way we get around this. Oliver Skip is not a skilled crosser. Do not want him in that position, to be honest. After all the pressure we've just had, that could have been the moment there for Guerrero. That really could have been the moment that absolutely sunk me. Oh, he nearly cut that out. Vlahovic now, what a turn, please. Oh my God, what a save from Anana. That was unreal from Vlahovic. Can we break open some space here? That's my big question. Berardi's not in a good position for me. Barella will happily take that. Guerrero's defending there was unreal. And at halftime, it'll be 0-0. Not quite sure how. Juve's actually had some really good chances and some good opportunities. That Vlahovic one, I thought was going to be a worldy goal. But most importantly, the amount of chances we've had. Szczesny, he needs to get injured. He needs to get sickness bug at halftime. He needs to get something or else we ain't scoring past him. Will home advantage pay dividends this second half? I'm hoping. I'm just kind of figuring anything in my head that might give us some level of advantage. And maybe us being at home will help. I mean, I made a bit of a joke about their back line, but they've defended so well. Not much room for us there, but we're going to try and work an opening, and it doesn't work out for me. Memphis Depay has had a really poor game. I feel like this might be the kind of match that would suit a Scamacca or Edin Dzeko. So watch this space. Edin Dzeko might be on the pitch soon because we seem to have struggled a little bit in that position, although with Memphis on the ball now, let's see what he can do. That's great footwork from him. Berardi now on the inside to Lautaro Martinez, and that's probably my biggest issue. Lautaro Martinez is being marked by De Ligt, and he is not winning a single header in that scenario. Well, this game can still be won. That's what needs to be remembered. This game can definitely still be... Oh, Pogba's going to come on and do it, is he? No, that's a weird ball across. McKinney now. Oh, that's poor defending. Thuram will block it. Nervy moments here at the end of the game for Inter. A loss would be catastrophic, to be honest with you. A draw, it's not what we want, but at least it's not the end of the world. And that ball is not on in the slightest. Although, Lautaro Martinez wins the ball back. He puts it in! Edin Dzeko. Edin Dzeko gets brought on. How far wide is that header? That was the best moment of the game for us. And I don't know what he's done. It's absolutely awful, that header. And that's one of his strengths. And that is the best moment of the match for us. In terms of this second half, for sure. And it's just been ruined. And they might be in here. Moise Kean now. What can he do? Oh, my God. We're going to lose. A second ago, we should have scored. This throws a spanner in the works for the title. But the substitute having a massive impact on their end. Substitute on our end. Absolutely missing a sitter. Dzeko now. This is going to have to be a big moment. Berardi. It's not a big moment. Where's everybody? Where's all the rest of the team? It doesn't matter. Berardi's going to go on his own. Berardi! Oh, I thought it had gone in the back of the net. That would have been a magical moment. That's the full-time whistle. And to be honest with you, we should have won that game. It's the goal threat from us. But we created chances. I couldn't really get the pie in the game. We really struggled. They defensively were sound. And Szczesny, of course, was a beast. But you give them an opportunity. You let them still be in the game. They've got quality on the pitch. And we're going to drop 3 points here. And that is going to allow AC Milan to be right in the title race. I mean, it's obvious here. Look at this. The early ones are all saved by Szczesny. They had 10 shots to their 5. They had 5 shots. We had 10. And we couldn't find the back of the net. The one that's really sticking in my head is that chance for Edin Dzeko there at the end. I can't believe he's missed it. And as you can see now, it's a 2-point gap between ourselves and AC Milan on this end run of games. Now, the plan is to sim a lot of these. Hopefully, we don't lose our job. The plan is to sim a lot of these. So, hopefully, the sim gods will be with us. Right, so first up, Bologna, who are sat 15th in the league. So, hopefully, we do win it. 2-1. There we go. Back in form. Lautaro Martinez and Damsgaard with the goals. Right, next up, 19th place, Empoli. I am expecting a victory again here against Empoli, and we're going to lose it. Edin Dzeko with a goal. How are we going to lose to 19th place? Empoli, are the wheels coming off a little bit here? Our job is at stake. They are. The wheels are coming off. AC Milan take the lead at the top of the table, only on goal difference. But I can't overstate how important it is to make sure we keep winning. Hopefully, this one right now is going to be a victory. I cannot believe we have just lost to Empoli and Cagliari. I genuinely can't. Memphis Depay sent off in 34 minutes. That might be the title thrown away. It is crazy how poorly this Inter team has performed. But even with that defeat, we are still in the title race. 16th place, Genoa. Surely this is a victory. And it is. It'll be a 2-0 victory. Lautaro Martinez with a brace. That is massive. How did AC Milan get on? AC Milan did not win. We retake top of the table. So Sassuolo now and Napoli are in this title race. They are currently top of the table. They played a day before us. Can we get the victory against Sassuolo? We do. 4-0. It's a dominant victory. Berardi scores, Memphis Depay scores, and Lautaro with another brace. Now that does put us top of the table, right? On 77 points. Now, I'm not sure how this will work, but we're going to play the next game because it's the final home game. And if Napoli and Milan don't win their games and we win our game, we would lift the trophy. So I think what I'm going to try and do, though, is minimal highlights. Because if that's not the case, then we will have a final game of the season against Venezia, which we need to win in order to lift the trophy. So I hope you've strapped yourselves in, made yourselves a beverage, because this is probably going to be a long one. Here we go, starting 11. It's pretty much as you expect. I've gone with Sensi in this one. Dene comes into the team. It's pretty much the regular starting 11 that's been on this end run of the season. This is a huge game. We're at the San Siro, because the final time in the San Siro this season. It'd be nice to lift the trophy here. Hellas Verona, the team in our way. Underwhelming season for them. So, if I'm being honest, I'm expecting a victory for us. That wasn't the pass I was trying to play, though. So that's not a very good start to the game. If that's going to be the pass we play, and then we're going to just play them straight in, and we're going to be outnumbered here at the back, and we are going to go 1-0 down within the space of 2 odd minutes. I cannot believe it. You cannot write it We made one poor pass, which wasn't where I was aiming at, and they instantly turned us around and scored. They absolutely destroyed our back line here. We weren't marked up well at all. And there you go. What a finish from Stefan. Well, uphill mountain to climb here then from the off. Absolutely insane that this is the position we're in instantly, but a quick goal back would go a long way to making me feel a little bit better about the position we are actually in now. Berardi, that isn't bad. Memphis Depay, a quick goal here. It's a poor shot. I feel like since his hat-trick, he's gone off the boil a touch. The Taro seems to have picked up the form and the slack. But that was a big moment there for Memphis. Hamsgaard waited. It's going to land to Barella. That's a lovely touch from Barella, and what a great save from the keeper. I thought that was going to be 1-1. We need it to be. I mean, we just can't afford to drop any points now. And there we go. We're right back in the game. Dene with the goal with the header. Absolutely fantastic. I don't expect him to score much since we signed him, but that is a big moment for the club and a big moment for him in this title race. That is one back. What a spicy opening 10 minutes for a match I said I'd do minimal highlights on. Well, sadly, he gets his first goal for the club and then has to be subbed off injured. Bremer on for Denea. If we thought this was going to be an easy game of football, it is not, because we're nearing the end of this half. We are no closer to being in the lead than we were when we started that. Oh my God, that was horrendous. Although we might get away with it. Berardi can't play the ball through, so we won't get away with it. That was not a great half of football for Inter Milan. It was a good half of football, though, for Napoli and AC Milan, who are both winning at the moment. We need to do everything we can because we know AC Milan have better goal difference than us. So we need to do whatever we can in this second half to score. We really do. That wasn't good enough, that last half, if I'm being 100% honest with you. We were very, very sloppy in places. Well, Milan have made it 2-0 now, so that won't help to the goal difference. And at this stage, oh my God, how are they playing these passes? This is dangerous. What a save, Anana. I mean, it's ridiculous. I wish I could play a pass like that. Memphis. Lautaro, I mean, it just breaks down. They're just doing such a good job, like Juve, at defending, and we don't have a way to break them down. If that ball finds Memphis Depay, we might have it, and Memphis Depay will make it 2-1 into Milan, and we are back in the lead, and back at the top of the table. Huge moment, huge goal, huge moment for him, because he's going to be a huge part of us winning this title if things stay the way they are, and if they stop playing those kind of passes. Like Hellas Verona, a team I definitely wouldn't expect to, have played so many good just defense-splitting passes in this match. And Bremer there felt like he was walking in cement. And now they are clearly in. And that is wild. We get lucky. There are seconds left here. I would love the referee to blow his whistle. Bremer wins the header, and he does blow his whistle. And there we go, 2-1. That is massive. I genuinely can't explain to you, though, why they were so difficult to play against. Napoli won, though, and AC Milan won. So we go into this final game of the season needing to win it. Secondly, Jason Denea has bruised his shoulder for 5 days. Is this going to be the team that wins Inter Milan the league here in season number 2? I'm hoping it's going to be Martinez, Depay, Barella, of course, all three in the team. Damsgaard, Berardi on the wings, Gravenberch, Skip, and Barella in the centre of the park. And is the main man at the back. Skriniar is going to be allowed to lift a trophy. He's been the captain all season. He's pretty much played every single game this season as well. I think that's something that we have to point out. He's our highest rated defender. I just like him. I like the man, and hopefully he will be lifting the trophy. This is the Venezia side. They are 11th in the league, so they've had a pretty good season. They do have Dummett, so who knows? But we're going to try and do shorter highlights just so that this video isn't ridiculously long. But knowing my luck, this game will be nearly as crazy as that Hellas Verona game. I have not seen this one before. They're actually just stood there in the suits. I like this one. I'm hoping for more of this in the next FIFA. I don't know if FIFA 23 is FIFA, and it's EA Sport Football Club FC of whatever after. I don't know, but I'm hoping we get even more cutscenes. I'm just praying that there is some love shown to the career mode community in the upcoming game. You can't write it, guys. You can't write it. I just said we need some love being shown to the game. We have 2 fans on the pitch for the final game of the season. So I have to try and win this game under the circumstances of the 2 fans on the pitch. And I bet they're there for the trophy lift as well, if I'm being 100% honest. But yeah, you know, we've got Ray and Steve here on the pitch, just getting a front row seat. of us attacking the away end, you just can't write it. You just genuinely can't. We've had this bug once before. Can't remember what save it was in. It might have been in the Tottenham one. But here we go. We've got it again. I don't know if we won the game the last time we had the bug as well. Maybe it's a good omen. Get to that, Anana. I don't know why he punched it, but okay. He did punch it. Damsgaard wins a header, and nobody's there to collect it. When Damsgaard, all 4'3" of him, wins a header, there is nobody there to collect it. That is ridiculous. This pressure early from Venezia is not enjoyable. Memphis then around to Berardi. Berardi's going to pull that one across to Damsgaard, and of all people, Damsgaard is going to win the header and make it 1-0 into Milan. That is the perfect start. It was really well worked. It was fantastic play, but I got to be honest, I really did not expect Damsgaard to win that. Try and play that one over the top. Oh, he's going to get Lautaro. This could be 2. Lautaro's touch was awful, but it doesn't matter because his finish was sweet as anything. And there we go. 2-0 into Milan. And the title, we've got one firm hand right now on that trophy. One firm hand. Surely we cannot screw it up from here. Well, Venezia are going to have a free kick here in a pretty uncompromising position for them to have a free kick. Bremer will win that, but then we actually give it straight back to the free kick taker. Believe for me, Gravenberch is there to clear it away. Oh, Berardi's got space. He's got pace. He's got the ability to play that ball to Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay now, piling forward. Memphis Depay! Oh, it's beautiful stuff from Memphis Depay. And we really, at this stage, are winning the league in style. We're going to have to check at the end of this match as well to see where he ranks on the top goal scorers. But this is a fantastic performance right now. This is what I was expecting the Hellas Verona game to be like. Well, the perfect first half, really, when you're going for the title and you need a victory. 3-0 up and a really good performance. The stars are showing up in this one. It's been massively important, and most importantly, we've defended unbelievably so far. Well, I can't believe we've still got people on the pitch and the security haven't picked up on it, but Berardi is going to go through here. Berardi! Oh, what a goal! He really has been good for us, and that is another goal for Domenico Berardi, and it's 4-0. Inter Milan. At this stage, they're already writing it, aren't they, on the trophy? Do you know what I mean? They're already etching in the name Inter Milan on the trophy. Ball movement here, all of a sudden, from Venezia has improved massively. Oh, that's fantastic. And there we go. I thought he might have been offside for a second. He wasn't. And just like that, it's 4-1. Right now. Oh, that's lovely. Lautaro Martinez. He struggled to control it, but that will seal the deal. Oh, and it could have happened to an nicer man. Lautaro Martinez makes it 5-1 into Milan. And I mean, it was already over, wasn't it? But that's just like the icing on top of the cake. Well, there is only seconds to go. And there we have it. They did stay on the pitch for the entire match. But Inter Milan are your Serie A champions. Now, I'm hoping we're going to get a trophy lift. But I don't know. Glitchy, buggy. I mean, I'm just describing FIFA, really, aren't I? But there might be one, there might not be. But no matter what, we have been crowned champions here. It does look like it's set that we will get a trophy lift. But we'll find out together. What a season, though. I think a lot of ups and downs. I do think we got just dealt a really harsh hand. I know the break I had in between didn't help with having COVID and the new job and stuff. And again, I want to say with this series, thank you very much for your patience, because I don't even endeavour to put this up anywhere near as much as Salford. So sitting down and recording these, knowing you guys enjoyed them just like that image, it is hugely important to me, and it gives me the drive to keep going with it. Plus, I do love playing as Inter, and I enjoy the team we built here. But here we go. This is a major trophy. This is a big one. We needed to cross this one off the list. I am pretty positive that we would have been sacked if I hadn't crossed this one off the list. So that's another major reason. But I think there's some big changes, maybe one or two. And I think we're talking big names now that we need to bring into the club next season in order to just give us that extra edge. It's hard to compete at all levels. We've brought in a lot of youth. We've brought in a lot of rotation players. Now I think it's just those one or two players that will take us to the next level. With that, we will see the league table, and we will see that we do win it in the end. I mean, it was a real rough title race at the end of the day. That's why this episode has ended up being so long, because it's the end of the season and the title race. Juve did scrape Champions League, so fair play to them. They got Champions League. Napoli did lose on the final game of the season. Milan did win it, though, so if we hadn't have won that game, Milan would have been crowned champions. And of course, it's all important, but Memphis Depay was the top goal scorer in the Serie A this season. Benzema second. I mean, the man's a beast. He's doing unbelievable things right now in real life. Again, what we should see there, though, is Lautaro Martinez managed to climb to 5th in the goal scoring charts in the Serie A. Considering where he was, the big injury that he had, I think that's huge. And speaking of goals, this is how it stood this season then. With 44 appearances, 31 goals for Memphis Depay, 11 assists, 42 appearances. So, I mean, he still managed to get his appearances in. To be fair, I think I played the second half of the season. Lautaro Martinez played every single game. 20 goals, 9 assists for him. Another great season. Those two together up top really caught fire, especially on the end run. Unlucky for Scamacca. This was a breakout season for him. He was having a very, very good season. 25 appearances, 11 goals, 4 assists. I think that's still a great return for someone who is his age and more of a rotation piece. 10 for Edin Dzeko in what will be his final season at the club, and 2 assists. Damsgaard with 8 goals. Berardi coming in and getting 7. I thought Berardi was very good. Correa with 5. Probably didn't play as many games as he would have wanted this season, but that's because Barella was so good. Again, Barella having an injury this year, but 4 goals and 10 assists from him. And then there's just got a couple of other players with some goals alongside that. Let's take a quick look and see how people improved. And when I say quick look, I mean quick, because we need to get through it. Esposito and Satriano went up really well out on loan, so they're 2 strikers that potentially could come back and do something for the club. Lautaro went up, Scamacca went up, Salcedo up by 3 as well, so this is another player that's going to come back, potentially could do some stuff for the club. Depay up 1, Malas will leave, and Baku up 1, Berardi no movement, Dumfries no movement, Correa, Gravenberch up 2 though, which is good to see. He is a beast. I think he's going to keep on growing for a long time. 2 for Barella. Ceballos staying the same. Ravella only at 1, but he's an exciting prospect. Thuram up by 2. Damsgaard up by 4. What a year for Damsgaard. Perisic down by 3 and will be leaving at the end of the season. DeMarco no movement. Oliver Skip only up by 1, but had a fantastic season. Played the majority of the games. We do need another CDM, a backup. Maybe Lucien comes back and does something. Denea, no movement whatsoever. D'Ambrosio down by 4. De Vrij, of course, injured at this current moment in time. No moment for him. None for Bastoni. Skriniar up by 1. Zeno Landhausen up by 1. He had a few bad games, didn't he? Bremer up by 2. He had a fantastic time at the club, playing very well. And Anana up by 2 as well. But with that all said, that is going to be the end of season number 2. I'm going to see you guys for season number 3, because we are going to do a season number 3. Feel free to leave your transfer suggestions down below. I think this is still classed as a successful season. I mean, we won the league in what was a very tight title race this time round. And honestly, I just think we got dealt a really harsh hand in the Champions League. Hopefully, next time round, when we reach the knockout stages, we don't get a massive side straight away. It was always going to be hard to beat Chelsea. Romelu Lukaku scoring against me as well made me really angry. So maybe we do want Chelsea again so we can get our revenge. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for the support on the series. Smash the like button, hit the sub button if you're new around there, and I'll see you for the start of season number 3.